Good evening, students. Welcome to one more session of your 200 expected question series. We are now on the day 8 of the series. Till now, I have sent you 14 questions which has again inbuilt subtopics in that. Today, let us see what questions are we going to do. For all the new students who have joined, just see, I'll also give you the pattern to write in the exam. All the remaining expected questions till 14 are kept in the playlist, students. Please watch it. Let us read the question and slowly analyze the question. What do they give me? What is the order of basic nature of hydrides of group 5A? Ammonia, phosphine, SbH3, arsenic hydride, antimony hydride is given to me. I have to understand basic nature, nothing, students. So here there are two ways. Basic nature, if I have to say, simple. As a common person, a common chemistry student, I should understand basic nature is nothing but ability to donate electrons. Ability to donate electrons. Okay, ability to donate electrons. Now, when something donates electrons, we call it as basic nature. Now, this ability to donate electron, when I move from top to bottom, nitrogen, phosphorus, antimony, arsenic, if I go from top to bottom, what happens, students? What happens when I'm going down and down? Gradually, when I go down, size increases. When the size increases, what happens to the electron density? Electron density also spreads. Correct, students? For nitrogen, if I take, it's a smaller atom, the electron density is spread over here only. This hydrogen towards a closer area. But when you go to the last one, the larger size, the size of the atom increases. Correct? The electron density is spread over a larger surface area. Correct, my students? Now it is spread. So electron density is spread. Okay, electron density is spread. Let me rub this over a larger area. And is the electron available for distribution now? It is already spread, no? Can it donate or distribute? Yes? No. So size increases, electron density is spread over area, less available for donation. Hence, what is the order, students? Less available means here nitrogen is smaller, pH3 next, this one is next, this one is next. So the order would be, the correct order, whichever is smaller, that is more basic. Then comes pH3, then comes SbH3, then comes ASH3. Okay, remember, students. So smaller donates the electrons, larger, less denser, means it is spread over the larger area, so the basic character decreases. This is more basic, less basic. Got it, students? Now let us see for 4 more questions along with this. Right, now let us see the same 15 question part B. So such questions are quite common in P block. What sort of questions? They're going to give you certain order. Okay, they'll give you certain order. The same thing. For example, they have picked up the group 16 element hydrides. Water, hydrogen sulfide, selenium hydride, tellurium hydride. What did they do? What they will do is, on the same pattern of this particular thing, they are going to ask you questions based on bond enthalpy. This is one concept. The same pattern, they're going to ask you question based on boiling point. On the same concept, they'll be asking you questions based on acidity value. On the same pattern, they will ask you questions based on stability pattern. Remember, students, stability pattern. Okay, so now let us see how they will give you, how you have to justify the question. Now check students, how are they going to ask you? They'll ask you which of the following is correct match. Okay, this is correct match. Now they have given you the order, same order on both the sides. One side it is stability order, one side it is bond enthalpy order. You should know the concept, that's all. Now check stability, important thing. See, when we see oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium from top to bottom in the group, oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, radioactive. Now among all these, as we go down from top to bottom in the group, top to bottom in the group, what happens students for tellurium? Size increases. Okay. When the size increases, what happens? Number of shells increases. When the number of shells increases, Z effective or the nuclear pull, what will happen? Z effective decreases. When Z effective decreases, what will happen to the stability? Is it stable? It is stability, or the stability decreases. Correct? No. The nucleus is not pulling the electrons towards because the size is larger. So Z effective or the nuclear charge decreases. Hence stability decreases. Correct, no students? Right? Now, is it the correct order? Yes. Oxygen, water is more stable. We are using it as a universal solvent. Then comes H2S, H2SC. Yes. So, same things. This is the concept. This is what you need to write. Hence, you'll say the given order is correct. The given order is correct. This is what you write. Given order is correct. Got it, students? So, this is the reason. Let us check this. Bond enthalpy. What is bond enthalpy? The amount of energy required or required to dissociate a bond. Now, same story, oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium. From top to bottom, just see, same story I'm explaining again. From top to bottom, what happens, students? Size increases. When size increases, that means between the bond between hydrogen and tellurium, the bond between hydrogen and selenium, bond between hydrogen and sulfur, bond between hydrogen and oxygen. As the size increases, what happens, students? Bond strength, that is a bond between hydrogen and X, or the hydrogen and tellurium rather. The bond between hydrogen and tellurium, what happens, students? Bond strength becomes weaker. Correct? No, this because the bond size increases, the distance between this also increases, so the bond becomes weaker. When the bond becomes weaker, what will happen? Should I use more energy to break it? Not required, because the distance between hydrogen and tellurium is more, so I can apply less energy. So as the bond becomes weaker, bond enthalpy decreases. With less energy only I can break this. Now you tell me, did they give us the correct order? Yes. Water, bond enthalpy will be more, size is smaller, more hydrogen bonding is there, stronger bond length is there. That's why the bond enthalpy is more and the bond enthalpy is less. So what is this? Given order is correct. This order also is correct according to this reason. Got it, students? This order also is right. Now let us see two more orders in this. Now let us see the same pattern but a different parameter. Here they've given you Ka, that's in but as acid dissociation constant. Now remember, students, always remember whenever you are talking about the concept of acidity, check carefully. I'm writing something important. Check here. Remember, size of central metal atom. Is, there's no place, so I'm writing here, is directly related, directly proportional, or directly proportional to which one, students? To acidity of hydride. Rate is directly proportional to acidity of hydride. That means in all these cases, this is a central metal atom, central metal atom, central metal atom, central metal atom. When I go from top to bottom, understand, acidity is nothing but release of H plus ions, students. Correct? A release of H plus ions. Now, you only tell me, I said size increases, size increases, acidity increases. Correct? Now that is what we have written here. What did we write? Size increases, so size is directly related to acidity. Simple. As the size increases, it can easily donate H plus. Size decreases, it will hold the H plus along with it. Correct, no students? Same thing. Acidity is release of H plus. Now tell me, what did they give? They said H2O is more acidic. Wrong, no students. Here what happened? H2O has small size, more electronegativity. Correct, no students? Small size, more electronegativity and less release of protons. Less release of H plus. Now you only tell me, what did they give? They said H2O is more acidic. This is wrong order, isn't it? According to this sequence, H2TE should be more acidic. Why? Bigger the size, easy to release H plus, hence more acidic. So reason I have written, note this point. Next, acidity means release of H plus. Now H2O, small size, more electronegativity, less release of proton, hence less acidic. So what is the order, students? What is the order? They have given the wrong order. So you will write here, this is the wrong order and the correct order should be H2O less than H2S less than H2SC less than H2TE. This is the correct order. This is wrong. This is the correct order. According to what, students? According to the reason which I have given here. Okay. Now see this. Whether this is correct or not. Boiling point. Now, simple. From top to bottom, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, okay, oxygen they have given here. Now, whenever they speak about boiling point, one concept you have to remember is hydrogen bonding. In oxygen, there are three factors. First, oxygen is more electronegative. Second, oxygen, water, this shows hydrogen bonding, H bonding. Okay, this one. Next, in sulfur, when I see, this is less electronegative. Here we have weak van der Waals forces of attraction. Weak van der Waals forces. Correct, now students? Weak van der Waals forces of attraction. Now tell me, for which one I have to apply more boiling point? See here, this is more electronegative. Hydrogen bonding is there. Hence, this will have more boiling point. This is weak. So automatically I require less boiling point. Did they give the order correctly to us? Did they give the order? Correct. H2S less boiling point, then H2SC, then H2TE less than water. Simple, students, easy. So today I have given you 4 questions. So understand all based on the trends.